Good morning, everyone. I feel immensely proud to welcome all of you here present today, our honorable guests, our management, and our officials, old and new students. I feel profusely, immensely proud to introduce Mr. Guillaume Finck, the Vice President of Collège de Paris, founder of OLAN with over 20 years of top-tier management with outstanding experience in a variety of industries.
Thanks so much. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for taking the time to be with us this morning. It's a great pleasure and an honor to meet you. Looking at you, you seem to be coming from all over the world. So welcome to Dubai. Welcome to this beautiful campus with our fantastic partner, Grace. As you probably have already understood, Collège de Paris has Paris in its name, and this is where we're from. But we now operate in 47 different countries. You must think of us as a global network in which you are offered mobility options in 17 different locations today. In France, in Spain, in Athens, in Malta, in Argentina, in Vietnam, all over Africa, and throughout Asia, and that also includes North America, with several options there. Right now, we are home to 32 different schools within that network, Collège de Paris. Maybe one last word, so that you know who we are in terms of numbers. 18,000 students in France, 5,000 outside of France. Very soon, those two numbers will catch up because we double every year the number of students that join us from other countries than France.
Most of the students ask, what are the requirements for transfer?
The first one is it cannot happen before your first semester. So you can transfer to France, but you must do your first semester here. Second semester, we open France, but as I was saying, we open the rest of our other campuses because there is a second restriction which doesn't depend on us, which is whether or not you're going to get your student visa. Now, obviously, since you've already started the program here, getting the visa to continue the same program in another country should not be too complicated. But we cannot guarantee that everyone will get their visa. So, in case you get your visa for France, you will have a choice of 4 different cities. Now, all of these cities, so these are your first choices, but again, if you want to see another location or if your visa is not granted for France, we have many other options. In Europe, we have 2 cities in Spain, Sevilla in the south, which is beautiful, and Valencia in the north of Spain, with 2 very nice campuses there. Studies are in English and in Spanish. We have an option in Malta. Malta is small, but it's a beautiful island. And we have an option in Athens, Greece. We'll have more soon, but these are the ones operating as of today. And if you want to see another continent, then reach out to the administration of your school. We have options in Vietnam, in Argentina, in 17 different cities in Africa, as well as North America, China, etc., etc. So there are many more options, but if Europe is your first choice, again, the visa part is the one part we don't control, but I don't want you to worry too much. In case the visa for France is not granted, we'll be offering you a plan B for your mobility. I hope I was clear enough.
Yes. So what I get from your point is that transfers are possible for French taught and English taught courses.
Totally, they're possible, but they are recommended and they are made easy for you. And they do not add any cost to your studies.
Students also wonder if there is any specific GPA required, a score that they have to get?
No. What is required is that you wait for semester 2 and that you are in good standing for semester 1. That's the only requirement.
Perfect. Any language proficiency requirements or proofs?
That depends on the track you choose. So if you choose a French track, then you've started your semester in that language. So to be clear, if you started your program here and did your first semester in French, you do not need to prove that you are proficient in French when you join Paris for semester 2. Same thing goes if you chose English. You do not need to prove you were already admitted in a program. So this is not a new admission. You are just registering in a different campus. You could go from Sharjah to Dubai. It's exactly the same process as from Sharjah to Paris. No change in administrative terms.
What if the student is switching from a French thought course to an English thought course or the opposite?
In the end, it's the same diploma and it's the same program. And so it doesn't change anything for us. You can switch from one another as many times as you want.
Okay, perfect. And how many intakes do you have in Euclea or in other institutes?
We typically have 2 intakes in all of our schools. One which is late September, early October, and one that is usually at the end of February.
Okay, perfect. So what about tuition fees? I know it's specific for every, if the student is doing BBA or an MBA, it's different, but just give us a range of these tuition fees.
It's very easy. It's the ones you pay here. Whatever you're paying here in Dubai, in Sharjah, is the amount you need to be able to spend a semester in Paris. There's no change. Can't make it more simple.
Perfect. What about other campuses for not in France, like in Greece, Malta, or other campuses?
The only moment when you will see the difference is when you study in our campuses in Africa, where the prices are lower, simply because the cost of operation is lower in Africa. So tuition fees are lower in Africa, and they are higher in North America, because it's expensive to operate in North America. But between the EAU and Europe, we are on the exact same amount of tuition fees.
If I get a refusal from France, so what is the chances? Because France visa is like a Schengen visa. So what is the chances of I get a Spain visa or maybe Greece visa?
It's a very good question. Initially, when you go into Europe, you're going to get a national visa. That means that if you get your visa for France, you must stay in France for 6 months. After 6 months, your French visa becomes a Schengen visa, which means you can now travel and live anywhere in what we call the Schengen space, which includes all the European countries. But for that, you must wait 6 months.
So I have done my first year here in Dubai with this Imperial University, and I would like to thank to our management that they are very much friendly. And after my second semester, I have tried to take my transfer from here to France, because that one is my favorite and dream country. But I would like to say that what I should do at this moment.
At this time, really, the message is the same for everyone. Go through the school's administration. When does your semester end?
It's already finished.
It's already ended. How many semesters do you have left until you graduate?
3 semesters.
3?
I have done 3. And
you have done 3, so you have only 1 left?
No, another 3.
Another 3. Sorry, it's a 2-year program. Got it. Then go immediately to the school's administration, do the paperwork, choose the location you want in France, choose the program. I assume in English as well?
Yes.
Perfect. And we'll process that very quickly.
In Brits, I'm doing undergraduation, so I have to do 6 semesters, right? So after completing my 4th semester, if I choose to go in France, will I be able to apply for my post-work visa after staying there for 12 months?
Yes, the answer is yes. The only requirement is you need to spend 12 months in France, and then you automatically get it, but you must graduate, of course.
Good morning, all of you all. Thank you, Guillaume sir, for enlightening us in terms of the entire journey of transfers, and I believe a lot of the students' questions are answered in terms of what is that they're supposed to expect before travel, what is that they're supposed to expect in the process, and probably once they reach there. And from Blitz Imperial University perspective, we are very highly organized. That your campuses across have agreed to allow our students to come and study in Europe in the same tuition fees as they pay in the UAE campus, which in itself is a very big blessing in disguise for all our students, that they will be earning in euros and paying in AED. Right. So that being said, we'll move to our next part, and before we do that, I'd like to invite the director of Blitz Imperial University College, Mr. Vinay Rudani, on the dais. And the reason why I have both these gentlemen on the dais is we have an announcement to make. Now, for all of you, those who are new students and students who have been with us in the past as well, you're aware and you know of our campuses in UAE, right? The Blitz Imperial campuses here. And today, we're proud to announce that we now will have a campus in France as well, in partnership with Collège de Paris and Euclea Business School. Blitz Imperial is now in France. So now, probably you guys can transfer to the same campuses across, like what Mr. Guillaume mentioned. So that being said, we will quickly move on to the signing of the agreement as a token of officially having it announced. Yeah. So may I now request Guillaume and Sunil to please sign the agreement.
Thank you, everyone. We are so happy for this big announcement, and I hope that you are sharing the same feeling with us. And thank you, everyone, and that's it.